you get so much of your initial idea finished within the MV because it has all the effects and elements you need that you're able to choose your DAW with a different mindset. All I'm worried about is getting a great sound because I've done the sequencing inside the MV and inside the unit. I've done the sequencing of the audio, even the hard disk recorders and stuff like that inside the MV. All I'm really needing is a huge recorder. So that kind of enables me to choose my DAW a bit different. Another one that I just created, I think is ready now. So, what's cracking, y'all? It's Nick Danger, aka Nick Digital, and you're now tuned into the Art of MV. Sneak peek of one of my new channels. This is basically deep diving into the MV8000. It's like an MV Nation Live. It's a community channel. We'll get into that later. But welcome back to the channel, man. Do me a favor, hit that like on the way in here, and subscribe if you have not already. A new thing for me, man. I've been gone for a while. Thanks for sticking around, and you new subscribers. Thanks for it's been a while since I've actually made a video. This is more of a sample channel. Your boy got more stories than you may think. Man, I got stories, and we're going to share them all. The guy that you hear talking now, he's a friend of mine. He's a former engineer. He's one of the few guys that are really acquainted with almost every MPC up until the Renaissance. So he knows the difference of the 60, 62, 3000, 2000, 2000 XL, 4000, and Renaissance actually. But the sample channel is going to be a bit different because of, copyright things, and we'll get into that. We'll get caught up, man, and yeah, so let's get cracking and talk about some MV shit. So as you saw the title, as this is playing, if you saw the title, it said Legends and Icons, or Legends versus Icons, and the tech times AI, right? So before I can get into the conversation the way I'd like to, what I want to do is give a bit of background on what we're talking about here, because it's heavy and it's drawing up a ton of content and all kinds of reactions. Even the legendary guys kind of caught up in that as well. So what I want to get to is AI has actually been helping me with the channel. In real life, some things have been occurring, and it caused me to have to work a lot. I've been working for hours, but that doesn't mean I have stopped doing videos. I still get footage, but I haven't been uploading as much because I hadn't had as much time to edit. Been taking notes, looking at the comment section. Thanks, you guys. Thanks everybody who leaves it in the comment section for me, man. I really appreciate it. I've actually been feeding everything to Gemini and ChatGPT and getting in-depth analysis of how to pivot this channel into something meaningful for me musically and useful for the viewer and informative. It has definitely helped in the development, in the direction that I am now traveling into, right? So there's a course, an official MV8000 compendium, so to speak, in the works. This is data research, and I actually bought the official DVD to the MV8000, and I'm in the work to looking for a decent condition MV30 because we're going to go through the history of the box, and that's going to be the MV stuff. I got one more video, guys, to show you guys. Let me break this off real quick. This is the other channel. This is the MV in-depth tutorial deep dive channel into the MV1 Verse Lab, the multi-band compressor, the multi-band EQ, and a limiter along with the global reverb and delay, all already on the master bus. So you can test out different things. Like I was testing out this, right? Let's run this. All right. So mind you, this is on the input channel, having access to this. So you can see how easy this is. I mean, this is great. I don't care what anybody said. That's fantastic.
Once we had stuff like, like Planet coming up and, Mihente and all that stuff that was coming up and also the chat rooms, then we started to move into that era of MySpace and, eventually YouTube came. And people's interest changed. People's interest in how they wanted to use the internet changed. And it went away from us focusing on things like music and music sharing and music discovery and all that stuff. And it, that music stuff got pushed out the way in favor of connecting with people and watching video content. To the rise of social media and the rise of platforms like YouTube, right? I'm seeing a similar movement happening with this AI conversation. Where I believe in the short term what's happening is music is once again at the forefront of the next stage of the internet. I think, right now creating sounds like a big deal. Like, oh my God, you can use AI to create sound and music or whatnot. But that's just in the short term. People are focusing on that right now, but it's not going to be like that forever. The next generation of people out there will be more focused on world and universe building with AI. Not simply creating songs. And not simply just creating content and media for that matter.
Bingo.
Right? Now some of you guys
Their use.
out there,
Bingo.
I know some of you guys got younger kids, some of you that
I've seen this.
Your kids are probably already being trained and conditioned around the concept of world building via Roblox.
There we go. I should cut it right
Roblox
there.
is one of the most popular games
I should cut it right here.
that kids are playing right now. And that is a platform that allows you to work in the domain of world building.
Using stuff like Roblox, Minecraft is kind of like Roblox beta or something. But the concept is the concept of building that's getting them, and he is really on. Now, that being said, recently Timbaland has come under a lot of scrutiny, and it actually, up as of this video, has made an apology because Suno and Udio are being sued because he uploaded somebody's music that he didn't have rights to. Timbaland is correct in signing an AI artist, if that can be done, right? But I think he's wording it wrong. What the AI is going to give certain people opportunities to do is to create the characters in your head. So let's give you a roll. Let me give you a roll around with this. So right. I got a hard drive full of music and video and still shots, right? I can upload that into certain software now and get whole scenes accomplished with background music included, right? No joke. Background music, everything you want right there in tools. You just have to know how to prompt, okay? Now, that's easier said than done. It's a lot harder than what it sounds like. It's not just barking commands at a computer. You got to be fairly descriptive. Go check out Instagram page called Jeff Word. He used to be formerly known as Def Jeff. He does AI on his Instagram, and they look like full-fledged blaxploitation movies. It's dope, right? And it's probably just him, his music, and his ideas. So in that sense, I can conceive coming up with a whole AI roster. Now, this is one of my concepts for beats for MCs, right? I got a whole slew of beats that are, to me, for rappers, but they're for MC. Witty punchlines, intricate wordplay, and that can ride in the pocket of anything. So what I do is on Beats for MCs, like these two tracks right here. This one, right? This is about as boom bap as you're gonna hear me get ever, right? I don't really do boom bap like that anymore, but this is a straight boom bap beat, and it's one of those beats I don't know if I'm gonna be able to release under certain circumstances because it has so much samples in it, right? This was a video I made specifically about patchwork sampling, right? I can just hear just like Method Man or like Redman on this, you know what I mean? Just boom, boom, boom. Dangerous, crazier than a backup. Who knows where that horn is from? It's your own. Another beat for MCs. This shit go hard. So the concept for most of these is exactly, it's like a 5-song set, right? It's like a 5-song set that's just meant for rap. How wonderful is that for us older guys to be able to rap and write in our younger selves? I don't know if you guys ever heard, but they said Beanie Sigel, I know for a fact, Beanie Sigel and the DOC, the legendary DOC, both talked about recording some of their writings and pairing it with feeding the AI their old music so it can get their voice and their cadence, and releasing music released as the AI version of themselves. This is what's possible, right? So instead of worrying about people signing or taking your place by not collaborating as much, because you can still collaborate with people, but what great time you must live in that you can go back and be the rapper or the singer or the performer that you once were. Amazing shit, right? This is the platform I'm on now. There are a bunch of songs that I've uploaded. Only a couple have been mastered, right? Because BandLab, like Lander, and like a couple other places, has a mastering algorithm that they got you. So understanding large language models, right? And this is what it led us to. And because of where I was in my development in the YouTube space, I had to kind of step back and understand that going in that direction that we're used to going as music artists, like we're going to pursue placements, we're going to pursue fame, which is a monster, we're going to pursue money, which is shriveling, right? You have to see what was coming next. And this is the next thing. Let's just take the Gorillaz. The Gorillaz, if you guys, for you younger guys, is a band in the 90s of cartoon characters. It's like 4 characters: a guitarist, a drummer, a lead singer, and a bass player, right? But it's only 2 guys, the artist and the musician. The musician is voicing everybody in the band and playing all the instruments. That's no different than what you see going on now. If Timbaland was to sign Tata, it would be the equivalent of debuting the Gorillaz. And in a day and age where it's costing more and more to collaborate with people, with stars, you can collaborate with people over BandLab. Like what BandLab offers is a fork option where I can fork my song, and if an MC that's on the BandLab page finds that song forked and likes it, he can spit bars straight out of his phone. If I like it, I added to my song and then further shaped that using the AI with the images and everything. And bam, your website, your channel, your platform is set. You're doing what you're doing. So I see AI in that light, and I think that's more what Timbo was leading to. I just think he came off very wrong about it, right? Anyway,